A labor centennial moment. November 15th, 1881. Samuel Gompers meets with a small group in Pittsburgh to found the modern American labor movement. They meet against a background of labor turmoil. Hours are long, wages low, unemployment is high, children and women are exploited. While these men plan to improve and protect workers' rights, they also have a broader view of labor's role in society. What does labor want, Gompers later asks? We want more schoolhouses and less jails, more books and less arsenals, more learning and less vice, more constant work and less crime, more justice and less revenge. Gompers' dream is still before us. It reminds us not only of achievement for millions of workers, but also of the challenges that remain. A labor centennial moment. July 5th, 1935. President Franklin D. Roosevelt signs the Magna Carta of Labor, the National Labor Relations Act. This is landmark legislation. It guarantees workers the right to organize or join unions, to bargain collectively through their own representatives, to act together for their mutual aid or protection. This historic law makes it national policy for our nation to recognize the importance of unions in our society and the right of workers to have a say about their wages and working conditions. This law has been amended over the years, but it still spells out the right of workers to organize and bargain collectively. And while workers still have the right to strike, strikes are not involved in the negotiation of 98% of today's labor contracts. A labor centennial moment.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941.
Suddenly, we were into World War II and into all-out mobilization. Factories, shipyards, and assembly plants hummed 24 hours a day. More than 3 million women went to work in defense plants, and another 10 million replaced men in other types of jobs. Many joined the trade unions dedicated to producing the vast amounts of arms and supplies necessary to winning the war. Since that time, women have continued to enter the workforce in increasing numbers, doing all kinds of jobs. Many, through their trade unions, are working to achieve such goals as equal pay for equal work and better daycare centers and schools for their children. They're providing new ideas and new leadership for all of us. A labor centennial moment. December 5th, 1955. Two of America's great labor leaders, George Meany of the American Federation of Labor and Walter Reuther of the Congress of Industrial Organizations, clasp hands to symbolize the merger of the two groups at a convention in New York City. The united organization is the AFL-CIO. The AFL-CIO becomes a major force in American life, dedicated to helping working people achieve better wages, working conditions, and social justice. Millions of others who never belonged to a union benefit from programs the AFL-CIO has fought for. Medicare and Medicaid, civil rights, the minimum wage, improved Social Security, social progress. What labor unions are all about. labor centennial moment. August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King stands on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial and moves the nation with his dream of peace and brotherhood. The American labor movement mobilizes its resources to help make the dream come true. When President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964, he said it could not have passed without the support of the AFL-CIO. That same kind of support helped achieve laws to ban economic discrimination based on sex or age. Throughout its 100-year history, labor has supported the rights and aspirations of women and minorities in our society. Much has been accomplished, but even more can and will be done in labor's second century. A labor centennial moment. August 1980. Lech Walesa speaks to the workers of Poland. He is one of them, and his voice rings with conviction as he urges the Polish people to stand firm against their communist rulers and demand the right to organize a free trade union. The response of the Polish worker is overwhelming. 10 million of them rush to join Solidarnosc, the first free trade union behind the Iron Curtain. American workers fully support their fellow workers in Poland because they know how vital their own unions are to their jobs and their voice in society. The struggle of the Polish workers has captured the imagination of the world. It is a vivid reminder of the importance of free trade unions to freedom itself.